Hi, I'm Sue Gramling, 5th grade teacher here at St. Agnes.
And I'm Sean McAwee, and I teach 6th grade.
We know everyone is busy this time of year, this hectic schedule, trying to figure out the most educational, technological, and hottest toys for the season. So we decided to make your job a little easier before the madness of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday rush.
So some of the gifts that you might be interested in getting this season involve technology. Gifts that have to do with Apple products like the iPad or maybe an iPhone or some other type of technological gifts. So what are some of those gifts that we might be interested in, Sue?
For young ones, LeapPad Ultra is probably a good way to go. Instead of getting your young child an iPad or a tablet, you can get them the LeapPad. You've all heard of the LeapPad, but this is specifically a little bit better because it's bigger, higher resolution screen, greater battery life, and Wi-Fi. So it's basically getting them the iPad without getting them the iPad. For children who like robots, Zoomer Dog or Zoomer Dino is $80. A little bit pricey, but interactive. They will listen to your commands. They will respond to your touch. A lot cheaper than getting them an actual pet.
And what's the difference between the Zoomer Dog and the...
One is just a dog and one's a dinosaur, but they'll do the same things.
Okay.
DigiTools is a pack that you can get for an iPad or a tablet. Lets your student be an artist without all the mess. They can have a stamper. They can have an airbrush tool. They have crowns. Everything right on the iPad. They make their masterpiece, and then click, turn off the iPad, all cleaned up.
Okay. And besides some technological gifts, educational gifts are always a good thing for us to hear as teachers. We definitely like to hear that students are getting educational gifts. What are some of those options?
The one receiving all the awards this year is the Goldie Blocks series. Goldie Blocks always has some kind of a problem and she needs your help with the solution. There are different stories you read and you have three-dimensional objects that help you to get to the solution. The best telescope for children this year, it's called the Tasco 402 by 60 refractor telescope. Really cool. You can look outside during the day. It has a finder that helps you to find things in the sky. Also comes with a little microscope, so if you want to see things big or small. If you don't want the telescope, but you do want to see those things up close and personal, those tiny little things, you can get the Zoomy handheld digital microscope. This is much less money. This is $40 compared to $80 of the telescope. And this you can set up to a computer, to a tablet, or to your TV. And you can print, just do some really neat things with it. For the child who wants to learn more about anatomy, you can get the Squishy T-Rex or the Squishy Brain. This is from Smart Lab. They run about $30. And they're pretty neat because they're actually squishy. You get to feel their little bones. You get to feel all the inner workings of the brain or of the T-Rex. For students who want a robot, don't want maybe the dog or the dinosaur, you can get the Sphero. Sphero's pretty cool because it will be controlled from either your smartphone or from your cell phone.
And how about some books for the season? So whether students are reading an ebook on a Kindle or whether they are reading a printed book, a traditional book, what are some of those options we have this season?
Sure. The first book that I found, which I thought was so interesting, was called Edible Colors. This helps you to eat the rainbow, and which is something we should all be doing anyway. It's only $12, and it has beautiful artwork, shows us some unusual fruits and vegetables. The boy on the page is another one. This is recommended for 12 years and older. The boy is trapped on the page. He's wondering how he got there, why he's there, what's it all mean. It really asks some heavy questions about the meaning of life without putting it in such adult terms. Another book, The Extraordinary Mr. QWERTY, for students who are maybe 5 to 10 years old. Mr. QWERTY has all these crazy ideas, and he has to keep them under his hat because he doesn't want anyone else to know about them. But they're so extraordinary, they refuse to be contained. So they keep leaving him, and he wonders how he can keep himself as being seen as normal with all these crazy, cool ideas. Finally, A Beautiful Moon is a really cute book about a young boy who wakes up and realizes he hasn't said his prayers. He looks out at the window at the moon, and he realizes that there's more people out there that he needs to be praying for. So it goes through all the people that he needs to be praying for. It really makes us think, about who we're praying for too.
Great. And then how about some toys that are helpful for those, or excuse me, some gifts that are helpful, but maybe aren't toys, some non-toy gifts?
I think classes are a really great way to go, especially for the older child, maybe the tween or the teenager, who are kind of getting out of the toy stage. Young Rembrandts is an art class. They have classes all over the area, Kennett Square, Malvern, Downingtown, and right here in Westchester. And it's not a thing that you have to go to week after week. You go once or twice if you want, and they teach you how to do a different art piece, a different medium of art, and then you get to take it home with you. Little Sprouts Village sounds so cool. This is for children as young as 2 years old to about only 8 or 9. But it teaches them how to bring things from the garden into the kitchen and how to make a wonderful meal for themselves to eat. I'm assuming mom or dad has to be there, especially for the little ones. But you can check it out at littlesproutsvillage.com if you want more information on that. Painting with a twist is probably something you've all heard of before. This is a great gift for mommy for a girls' night, but it also works for your child, as they have certain times when you can go and just for children and learn how to paint a beautiful masterpiece with your own touch, and then you get to take it home with you.
Great. So that's a gift that works for both parents and for children.
Anybody.
That maybe you don't want to get a toy for.
Yep.
But speaking of giving gifts, of course we all know that the real gift of the season is the birth of Jesus, and we encourage you to take a look at our next podcast, our next Stag Talk, that'll talk about ways that we can help keep the real meaning of the season alive. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. We hope we helped you out.